Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barely Necessities. It's the discussion of Disney merchandise here at Laughing Place. I'm the site's co-founder, Rebecca Mosley, and along with me on our window shopping adventure, Rebecca Burbank. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I am excited to share with you a fun little video from Facebook because I feel like this is something that will trigger great memories for you.
Okay.
So this is how adorable is this? I don't know about you, but this instantly brought back Disney Store memories.
Yep, absolutely. Plush Mountain.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why we would head over to our local Disney store. A little dose of Disney magic, some sneak peeks at what was coming, and a mountain of adorable plush. I'm going to say a couple of quick hellos. I say hello to Gio.
Hey, Gio.
Hello to Nikki B. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We did the spring forward, and now we get to share some spring merchandise with all of you.
Yeah, and before we talk merchandise, I should just say I want to disclose that this is a Roosevelt's shirt that I'm wearing that was gifted to us or given to us for review and demonstration purposes. So this is from their new Power the Force collection, and it's you can see a bunch of little R2-D2s on here. I love the red button. So yeah, I stole this from Kyle for the show. So,
nice.
Thank you, Roosevelt's, for the cool swag.
Okay, that is really cool. We're jumping into springtime gift guide. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've done a little bit of redesign around here, and we get to more easily share with you some of the photos that are available on the website. But what kind of items are we looking at here, Becca?
Well, we're looking at some new Easter items. We're getting ready for springtime, and so that means Easter baskets and all sort of fun shopping for the new season, right? So we got a variety of cute items available from all sorts of places, including Disney Store. But yeah, I love that there's like the colorful Easter eggs, which are so perfect for your Easter baskets. And then some other springtime fun, like this pickleball bag.
Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm having a little bit. There we go. Okay. I was having an internet hiccup on this end. All of a sudden I couldn't access any websites. So I was like, well, that's
yeah, I was trying to look at something too, and I was having a little bit of an issue, but you've got the photos. So that's good. So those ears are at Disney Store. This is like a Moana jewelry collection. This is also available at Disney Store. And I think it's kind of one of these things where you almost can design your own jewelry. Like you get the elements of it, and then you put together the look that is best for you. Designed for kids, but of course, fans of all ages can enjoy.
I am going to get used to this new interface. I'm enjoying it though. Oh, this is so cute.
It's
okay.
very, very cute. I know, like a fuzzy hoodie for the baby that looks like Thumper.
Yeah, so lots of Easter and springtime items are available. We did a beautiful roundup on the site, so be sure to check that out. Let's see. Next up, we have after spring comes summer.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yeah, we're moving into some summer fun for sure. New at Disney Store just yesterday is their Mickey and Friends summertime collection or summer fun collection.
I like the bright colors. I like the deep blue that they have here, along with the kind of, I don't know, the tropical green. I think of it as a tropical green. Oh, I like the big palm trees.
Yeah.
Mickey and the crew having some fun. I'm getting ready to go on a cruise, so I suspect I will see this on board when I get there.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Have you picked out your cruise attire already?
Yeah, pretty much what I always I am not a clothes horse, so I have my comfortable cruise wear, and that's what I'm gonna go with. Oh, Mickey chilling in the watermelon looking inner tube.
Yeah, isn't that so cute? I love these plates. I love when they do the fun, like, seasonal housewares as well. I think that's just a cool addition.
And if you're looking for some water play fun in the backyard, you can have Mickey and Friends as part of that fun as well. They've got an inflatable look. It's like your own Mickey pool.
I know. I would have loved that. I would have loved that as a kid.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, no, that would have been a popular around our home.
We did, my birthday's in February, so we would do half birthdays for the first, like, when I was like 3 and 4, so we could have like a little inflatable pool party, you know.
Okay.
Turns out I'm not a big fan of the water, but I did love our little inflatable pool, so that would have been a winner.
Over at what? Okay, hang on. Let me try this again. Okay, there we go. Over at Disneyland, we're prepping for the 70th birthday, and that means a first look at some of the merchandise that's coming. This color scheme is really pretty.
Yeah, I like the Spirit jersey a lot. I'm a big fan of that. I guess what not even prismatic, but almost like a rainbow color.
Yeah, definitely. But leaning into those, what I will say, jewel tones.
Yes,
it's like a jewel toned rainbow. So you've got really nice, almost oil slick. You know,
yeah.
now that I think about it, almost like what they might call oil slick. Let's see. Am I ready for a St. Patrick's Day parade? Yes, I'm always ready for lots of green. I like green. Ooh, a lug bag with some mouse ears on it. Hi, Jeremiah. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Hey.
I think that this was a item that they gave out to travel agents at a recent event.
Oh, that's so cool.
I feel like I saw some of these up on socials. So they have the opening year date on it, along with the current date. You have that magenta and purple, nice black for the purse, black base. So really pop. I was going to say it feels very World of Color, this color.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, I like that. The large letters are not bothersome to me. Sometimes when the stuff's too big, I don't love it, but that Disneyland Spirit jersey just works for me.
I really am fond of the sparkly blue that they're going with the I'm guessing sweatshirt, where it's that familiar. I feel like that's a traditional Disney blue, but now they've added that kind of sparkle to it. So I'm eager to see that in person. I do really like the way my Wish Spirit jersey sparkles, but I mean it's a lot less than this. It's a much more subdued, but I'm eager to see how this one looks in person. And it will be kicking off May 16th. So there's a few items they say that are coming out early before the official kickoff. So be sure to check the shelves when you're at the parks. And I know that we'll be sharing the items as we spot them on shelves and in the Disney on the Disney Store website, as there is no in.
I know, right?
Disney Store. Oh, over on the other coast, we have the Flower and Garden Festival.
Yes, and we've taken a little. We've seen some of these photos before here on Barely Necessities, or some of these items before. But yeah, we've got new photos. We have in-person photos, and then some of the items are available now at Disney Store as well. So you can buy them online. I'm liking the. I mean, I guess Orange Bird is always the same color, but it's interesting to see the ways they utilize the character, and I like this orange hue. I think it works for me. Sometimes orange is too much, but I find this to be a very appealing collection and color scheme.
I think there's a bold outline to it, and it may be that they're going not even with a black for the outline. There may be, I think it's a navy for the outline, and it's causing that orange to pop in a little bit of a different way. I agree with you. But yeah, these are quite striking. No matter what, I really do think it's a navy
I think you're right too. As I'm looking at it, there's just something about it that's a little different.
Yeah, that's giving a different contrast. So these are little trash cans too.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done this. This is what salt and pepper shakers, I believe,
Yeah.
is what these usually are, and they've done a variety of designs over the years. So yeah, Orangeburg gets to the star
Ooh,
this
and
time.
then we're also leaning into Alice in Wonderland designs this season.
Hmm.
Caterpillar with the bread and butterflies there in front of Spaceship Earth. We have Mickey tiptoeing through tulips.
I like that. It's just weird enough. Weird is not maybe the best word,
No,
but it's
no, it is.
like there's just something different about it, and I like this. I'm not always sure that I like the pass holder merchandise. I like that shirt more than I like the mug.
I'm with you. I do like this silhouette of Mickey. I'm trying to figure out what are those like. I guess it's like part of a flower
Yeah,
up in the top
that's what
there.
I'm thinking. I mean, it's yeah, not supposed to be a topiary, but I think it's like yeah, just petals.
Nikki B says, "I love anything Alice." Okay, well, there you go.
Yep, Alice is pretty sweet.
I know she's really popular. Next up, we have a Lego announcement.
Yeah. Okay. I never know how, like, sometimes I think there's way too many Lego releases. And then I saw this and I was like, oh, I want it. So, no, there's not too many Lego releases when they come out with something that I want.
So, how large of a set is this we're looking at?
Yeah. I think we're at 2,000 pieces, right? Something like a 20, or no, almost 3,000, 2,916
Wow,
pieces.
almost 3,000 pieces. I know it
Mm-hmm.
has quite a few minifigs.
10 of them.
Wow. Okay, I see Belle. I see Lumiere and Cogsworth.
Yep. And
There we go. Mrs. Potts and Chip.
I know. And Maurice is there, of course, and LeFou and oh gosh,
LeFou has
everybody.
a torch.
Yep.
He's ready to go
So we
kill
can
the
sing the
thief.
mob song. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
And they
not
even have the
with
little
me.
footstool. And oh, I am going to be upset. I cannot remember the name of the duster.
Well, so we have in our article Fifi is
Okay.
what we're saying. And I know the name has been used in some Beauty and the Beast things. I don't remember if she has an official name from the 1991 film, right? Am I right
Gotcha.
on my year?
Okay.
But Fifi has been a name used with the feather duster.
Yeah. If you paid attention to the original image, you'll see that in the design, the way that they have it set up, you can slide it like the ballroom slides out. So you
I
can
love that.
access it and have more play available.
Yeah, I mean, I might need to get this.
No,
Like,
it's beautiful. It's a beautiful set. Geo coming in and saying, I want to say it's Fifi too. Okay, so we'll say it's Fifi.
so
We'll
yeah, there we go. Fifi the feather duster. But yeah, this set is it'll be available on April 4th, and it's
Oh wow,
$279.99.
that's
So
not bad
no, it's not
for a
bad.
set of
I
this
mean,
size with all
it's
these minifigs. That's
it's still a lot, but
oh
it's
no,
not
yeah,
like
yes. This isn't an impulse buy in my budget,
right.
but
Right. But I don't have to like save up for half a year to get this. I'm like,
it's
okay, I
not.
can set aside. Yeah.
But I was gonna say, but it's not my rent either. It's like
Exactly. And I mean, like, okay, so some of the figures and busts that we feature on here, I love those. Those are fantastic. But I would have much more fun assembling Beast Castle and setting this up in my home than
I know
unboxing a figurine.
I really do love the variety of figurines. I even feel like this LeFou, if you changed him to like a blonde hairpiece, he could
Okay.
be like a Chip come to life. Doesn't he look like? Doesn't he? Because he kind of has a little bit of a toothy nature.
There you go.
Yeah.
And anybody who has a Lego set or who's getting this Lego set, probably isn't their first. So I'm
Yep.
sure you have a minifigure with yellow hair, so you could experiment.
There you go. Oh man, see, it's doing it again. I don't know why you aren't there. Okay, here we go.
I'm here. I'll just be a floating voice.
No, there's a new feature with StreamYard, which is who we broadcast through, and I'm testing it out, and I keep having that dynamic, and I wonder why. Okay, let's see.
Plumet,
There's
yes,
Plumet
I
too.
see
Oh, so there's a couple of. Okay, that's probably where my confusion comes in, is I'm looking at one versus the other.
So maybe Plumet was in the animated movie and Fifi was in the live action movie.
That could be.
I don't remember.
Could be.
I should know this. I love this movie, or I love the animated movie. Let me specify when I say I love Beauty and the Beast. I'm talking the animated film. But
in the world of clothing, we have some cake-worthy fun.
Yeah, so obviously a Goofy movie is a big film this year because it's celebrating its 30th anniversary. So everybody's kind of featuring the film, and yes, Cakeworthy is the next merchandiser to highlight these characters. It's a fun Powerline jacket, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah. You can't ever have too much Powerline. Use Max's Powerline's a popcorn bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have the Cakeworthy all over print featuring Powerline. I think it would have been fun if they would have had one of them that was Max's Powerline, like have a lot of them, and then like one that's Max's Powerline. But you do have the characters over here on this all over print. Max, Goofy, Powerline, his girlfriend, is it Roxette that he?
Roxanne, I think.
Okay, Roxanne.
But it's Rox something.
The Leaning Tower of Cheez-a-Dude is in there. I was in college, I think, around the time this film was like popularized, so it was not on my play over and over again list kind of thing, right? I think I get that. I think I was older when it was hitting like the home video play it again dynamic. Oh, they've even got a Cakeworthy flannel with Max waving to everybody. Hi, Dad.
These flannels are pretty cool. I mean, they look cool. I don't actually have any of the Cakeworthy flannels, but
oh, dude, I was way out of college when this hit. 95, 30 years ago, I was like, I was well out of college. What am I talking about? Okay, sorry. It's just
I was, let's see.
So
I was a child. I was still a child.
Oh, this is really sweet with the little Max heart.
Yeah.
Oh, precious stuff. By the way, not only did Disneyland Resort have a popcorn bucket with Max's Powerline, and now you have all these Cakeworthy shirts celebrating Leaning Tower of Cheez, Bobby, and Powerline. But the director of the film, who has a very active Twitter account, pointed out that if you go to Hallmark, you can find this delightful ornament of Max as Powerline. It popped up in Hallmark stores. So if you need that hanging from your tree, it's shipping available. You can even, I know, I was almost married. Yes, that's what made me realize it when I said the 30 years ago. Also at Hallmark, they have an itty bitty of Goofy, of the Goofy movie Max as Powerline plush. So if you are a Max as Powerline fan,
it's giving Geordie LaForge.
It is, right? It does. It is very LaForge. I'm with you.
Sorry.
Definitely. Continuing in that realm of clothing lines, we're celebrating a popular pixie.
Yes. Yeah. I think I copied this from last week. Didn't intend to, but it's always good to talk about Tinkerbell. She is a part of a new collection that's arrived at Walt Disney World. It's perfect for spring.
We have a note from the editor, so we have to pause. In the IMDb credits,
okay,
we have Feather Duster in Beauty and the Beast, but Fifi in Belle's magical world.
Okay, so they decided that she needed a name somewhere between.
Yes.
So, okay, so then maybe I'm wrong. Plumette must be the live action movie, and Fifi was the.
Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Editor,
Yeah, you could
go
just
look
take
that
all
up.
my Disney membership cards because I'm
Go
clearly.
look that up. We're now doing a deep dive into the nomenclature, the names of the feather duster characters in Beauty and the Beast movies over the years. So there you go.
There you go.
So what are we looking at here, Becca?
Yeah, just the new Tinkerbell collection available at the Disney parks and on Disney Store. I really like this color green. It's very, very pretty. And then you've got a little bit of the sparkles and the puffy letters there. So,
okay. See, Kyle says Plumette is live action.
okay.
I thought it was Babette. But
in the House of Mouse, I guess.
House of Mouse. So, now I really do.
Wait, maybe she's a clone.
Now I really want to do a deep dive. I feel like Laughing Place investigates. We need to have like a satirization of all of these, popular true crime, deep mysteries, the looking into the people who have pretended to have horrific diseases and cons and all this, and do this deep dive into the nomenclature, the pseudonyms.
It could also be a good assimilation question on Disney Trivia Live, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Or crowdsource, maybe crowdsource, where you figure out who knows the character, the feather duster, as like, what do you most commonly know her as?
Right? And his name, okay.
Right. No, some people call him Prince Adam, yeah.
And the other guy's Florian, right? Isn't that what are we going to get to action? Is that going to be the great?
Wait, is that the charming Prince Charming is Florian?
Yeah. Is that going to be the great debate that is finally settled when this movie releases in theaters with Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot? Is it going to be the name of the prince? Are we finally going to finish that out?
Well, the evil queen, what is her name? Is it like Grunhilde or something? Like,
was a name. That's another one of those. It depends.
I didn't realize it until it was featured on like an Entertainment Earth product description for some figure or something.
Well, that's where the whole Florian thing. That's where the whole Florian thing popped up too.
And then it was like on the Disney wikis and stuff where it's like there's like potential, So it's not like completely pulled out of thin air, but a feather duster.
Do you have a feather duster?
Do I? No, not currently. I have in the past.
A very good quality feather duster is a treasure. There's nothing like it. You go around the house and it truly does gather the dust. And then you take it outside and you shake it and you let all that dust go away. And every so often you have to wash it and let it dry and fluff it. There's nothing better than a really high quality. I've had one for it's about as old as Gideon.
Oh wow.
My feather, and it is my dream, and it has a nice little spot. My special feather duster. That's what prompted my thought, was the feather duster. I feel like if you go in my kitchen, you'll feel like I have a feather duster tree because I have this nice little spot for my feather duster.
So did you name your feather duster?
No, I didn't name my feather duster.
You can call it Babette.
See, now we get into disturbing because I don't want to think about what's going on.
I mean, we name our cars, but maybe we're just weird. Yeah, we meaning me and Kyle. So
I've named cars previously. I haven't named our current car. Let's see. Gio coming in and saying, and the queen actually isn't the villain. The mirror antagonizes the situation. That's a discussion for another day. Oh, did you hear me? Oh no, you didn't. I was talking on StreamYard in a meeting, and we were discussing, because there's this whole big in fact, Ryan McGee of ESPN brought this up. Why is the queen looking in the mirror and saying, who's the fairest? The answer is, you're gorgeous. And I'm like, okay, but for me, reading that as a young person, as a little kid, like I was always taught fair wasn't a reference to beauty. It was a reference to a specific trait within beauty.
Sure.
Some beautiful people are fair and some beautiful people are not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, this queen was obsessed with being fair.
Fair.
And Snow White, with, you know, skin as white as snow, was fair, right? But that doesn't seem to be what anybody thinks. It seems like it's become specifically equated with beauty when they hear that phrase, "Who's the fairest?" It's like initially equated with who's the most beautiful. So it's just interesting. I don't know.
I had not thought about that, but that's a really good point.
It could be because, believe it or not, when I was a little girl, I was a bleach baby blonde child in a house of people who all had like very dark hair. I was the only very blonde. I took after a grandparent, and so I had very fair skin, very light colored hair, unlike anybody else in my family. Let's see. Kyle thinks. Oh wait, Kyle's, that looks like a long snow cone.
Talking about those feather dusters, they look like a long snow. They're colorful. It's like blue and then red and then yellow. And
okay,
there's it's more of an acrylic almost, or like nylon dust. Like it's not fabric feathers.
I'm gonna bring in a reference from the world of which I know Kyle exists. Is it like a boom mic? It looks like a boom mic with a sound thing on it.
Or like the spinners within a
car wash.
Car wash.
Yeah. Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. A snow cone? What kind of snow cones are you eating?
Well, snow cones have those, like, sometimes I think when you talk about a snow cone, it's like a rainbow. Usually, like, they're rainbow stripes, red, white, or red, blue, and yellow. Okay. I think of like a class. I don't know.
So no. So what I'm getting here is, for the Burbanks, the color striations are what identify a snow cone. I think of a snow cone as tapering. When you say snow cone, I think of something tapered. I don't necessarily think of something that has to have like a variety of colors.
I think he's talking about I think he means like the colors. Like that's the color scheme reminds him of how we typically see snow cones. Not so much the shape of it, but like it just looks like a really big snow cone. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Meanwhile, our very own Marshall is having an adventure in New York, and some images were sent back. I think, okay, you know what? I'm giving Marshall credit for these pictures because I know that Marshall did some amazing Instagram. And so while Eric wrote up the description, I'm giving Marshall credit. Let me know if I'm totally wrong.
I don't know Kyle. For sure, but yeah, Kyle can jump in.
These are fun.
Yeah. It's nice to see that. So there are a handful of Disney stores that you can actually go into, but just not nearly as many as there used to be. And so the flagship one is in New York City in Times Square, and they have their own New York inspired collection, which makes perfect sense.
So cute.
Yeah. I like this. It kind of encompasses all of New York City.
Yes, exactly.
In one image.
I wouldn't, just for those of you who have outlets near you, I was at the Ohio outlet, and there were actually a couple of these items over there. Not necessarily these specifically, but some of the brands that you find, some of the designs that you would have found at the New York City Disney store were available at outlet. And I agree with you, Gio. The price tags on these items is quite large. So that was a big visual there. I'm not used to them sticking out quite in that way either. That was we'll get back to those tags so you can see. But yeah, check it out. Those numbers are very visible from a distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not like my eye chart. So there we go. Ooh, I'm really liking this new feature of it's making it so much easier to go through the. Thank you, Juby. Making it easier to go through the pictures.
To go through the pictures, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It just means I have to do more homework, so it's all good. Next up, we're jumping over to the world of Star Wars.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting choice. There's a Mara Jade lightsaber hilt that's available at Disney Store, and then at Doc Ahundar's Den of Antiquities as well. Mara Jade is one of these characters from the expanded universe or Legends timeline. I like her a lot. I just she has not been like formally canonized with Star Wars after Disney took over, so it's a little surprising to me that we're featuring this. But yeah, she's kind of cool. So
Well, yeah. Here, let me open up this picture and zoom in so you can see just how cool. Because she is a redhead with this really awesome purple lightsaber. I mean, come on. Look at that. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, she's pretty cool. She in her first appearance is in a Timothy Zahn storyline.
Okay.
I like him as an author. I've only read a very small number of Star Wars novels or the Legends stories, but he introduced her. He also introduced Grand Admiral Thrawn, and they're both in the same book series. And maybe that's why I like them both so much. But yeah, she. Well, I don't know. I don't know how much I should say.
Yeah, no, don't say. But, if you don't know who Mara Jade is, go read the books, because she is a great character to get to meet, to get to know, to follow her journey.
Yes.
I mean, I'm with Becca on this 100%. By the way, Fred Ramirez dropping in and saying makes sense because they have a New York Times Square store because there was literally a Mickey Mouse cartoon where he and Minnie are in New York. Yep, and it's where he debuted, as I recall, in a theater right nearby where that Times Square store is. That I guess takes us to, did I miss anything, Becca? I got it all right.
We got everything. Awesome. Yeah.
So that means it's time for the Sensational 7. And this week's Sensational 7 is inspired by the news that we are not getting a Tiana series. And in light of that, the actress who brought it to life, the voice of Tiana, Anika Noni Rose, she did an Instagram post. It was very heartfelt. And in it, she talked about people's love of Tiana and the characters that we all met through Princess and the Frog, and encouraged everyone when the project, she talks about a project that's going to come to life, celebrating Tiana. And when that comes, she's encouraging everyone to watch it, because that's how projects like this kind of either get a new life, or they realize that this kind of product was wanted and maybe shouldn't have met cancellation. And there's a hashtag out there of Tiana lovers, hashtag Tiana Tuesday. It being Tuesday, I thought let's focus on Tiana. So with that, here are 7 items inspired by the 7 dwarfs. We're starting off with Sleepy. In this case, it is a sleep bonnet that's available over at Box Lunch. It is a Box Lunch exclusive. It is a satin bonnet. If you have particularly curly hair, this will help cut down on the frizz. And I mean, look, how beautiful is that? I love that green.
It's very pretty.
You've got Tiana in both her extremely elegant princess dress, along with her beautiful bright yellow outfit that she wears as she is realizing her dream of operating a restaurant, making those beignets. For Happy, I decided to, that pop down's going to drive me crazy. Focusing on the band and the music of the Bayou. So we've got Lewis, we've got performing at Tiana's Palace, the Firehouse 5 plus Lou. So instead of plus 2, see, get it? Rhymes. It's still available in a wide variety of sizes. For Grumpy, there's this beautiful mug that features a few princesses, including Tiana. One mug has Aurora, Tiana, and Ariel on the backside of it. And then there's a second mug if you want to have kind of a full set that has Belle, Rapunzel, and Snow. That's the other mug. So this is the Tiana mug. But I love Tiana, Cinderella, Ariel, all together along with Aurora. I like the polka dots on Cinderella's dress. There.
Yeah, it's a different look.
And Ariel has polka dots in her hair too. So a little bit of fun from the Brito line. Mm-hmm. Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, for Dopey. I went with something a little sparkly, not as super sparkly, but we've got a keychain. This one has a design that reminded me of some of that art that we saw with the series. There was, a high energy to the design. In this case, they've even got an A113 on the front of the trolley car. So nice.
You gotta have that, right?
Right, a nice little Easter egg on
Cal
the
Arts, right?
Yeah, on the keychain itself, reference to Cal Arts. I want to say classroom, where a lot of people, where a lot of animators studied. For Sneezy, we're keeping you warm with a sweatshirt, oversized sweatshirt. We've got Tiana's restaurant in the background, Tiana out front. Beautiful crescent moon for the Crescent City of New Orleans. Yeah, she was like, yeah, it's kind of weird to see that Easter egg on merch. Always different. I agree, but it's nice. Sleepy, Happy, Grumpy, Dopey, Sneezy. Next up is Bashful. We tend to go a little bit more subtle. In this case, it is a beautiful ad which unveils a piece of artwork. There we go. This is a beautiful piece of art. I feel like you could hang this on your wall, and Disney fans will know this is Tiana in that beautiful gown that we see. I think it's very similar to what we see when she is on the attraction there at the finale of Tiana's Bayou. Yeah, this is a lovely representation of Tiana as maybe you would see her in real life, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's really gorgeous.
Right? When I stumbled on this earlier today, I was like, that is really pretty. And finally, Doc, that's the one that started it all. And in this case, Tiana's dream of having a restaurant is part of what makes her unique in the realm of the princesses. We aren't used to the kind of that entrepreneurial mentality. So we're focusing here on Tiana's place with the hot cakes and the gumbo and the beignets, the crown jewel of New Orleans. So that is this week's Sensational 7, which brings us to your shopping list, Becca.
Yeah, we've got our shopping list. And there's a lot to talk about. Stuff we didn't get to in the show. There's a new Figment baseball cap at Walt Disney World. He's got wings. He's got eyes. It's pretty fun. Loungefly introduced the next character in their fuzzy pastel collection, and this time it's Figaro from Pinocchio. Roosevelt's launched a Pluto 95th anniversary collection with some fun shirts for the whole family and some golf shirts like this, like what I'm wearing. So there's you can be looking good out on the green. We talked about this a little bit last week. The Joffrey's coffee has a just one bite coffee inspired by Snow White. So that is new and available. Disneyland After Dark did their 90s night, and we've got pictures of the merchandise. The stuff is so cool, so 90s, so retro. If you're from that era, you're going to love it.
Yep.
And then Cinderella celebrating the 75th anniversary this year, and there's a sparkly new tumbler that is available at Disney parks. D23 is turning 16, and so they have a special pin that gold members can purchase for Sweet 16, and it features Vanellope von Schweetz, naturally.
My favorite princess.
She's a great princess. And then Roosevelt's also has their Power of the Force, like we talked about at the top of the show. Mike Mike C got one of the shirts, and so he took some photos and reviewed his experience with that. So we have that up on the site. We also have a look at the Grand Admiral Thrawn sideshow figure, or figure from Sideshow, I should say. So if you're looking for some high-end collectibles, that's one. And then, because why not, Jurassic World Rebirth merchandise and some just Jurassic World merchandise is available at Universal Orlando as they're getting ready for the new film to come out. There's some new items to bring home. So yeah.
Let me see. See, I thought when I hit that button that was going to happen, but it's not.
It didn't.
No. Okay. Thank you all for joining us as always on Tuesday. Well, as often on Tuesdays. Later this evening at 7 p.m. Pacific, we've got Disney Trivia Live. You can test your Disney knowledge in a live interactive competition right here on this YouTube channel, believe it or not. Tonight's theme is music and memories. So stop on by back here at 7 p.m. Pacific for Disney Trivia Fun. We will be having a in the park walk and talk later this week. So if you are a fan of all things Disney, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that bell notification is illuminated so that you'll be notified when we are live. Mornings, you'll find a morning update available. Oh, you know what? Is it 7 or 7:30? Oh, did I mistype the time on there? Doobie, are you in the chat? Oh, I bet he isn't anymore. I think it's 7.
Usually, I thought it was, well, I don't know.
Oh, it's 7:30? Oh,
I thought it was 7:30.
Okay, 7:30? Okay, I will correct that because I mistyped it. Let me see.
You're thinking about it at 7. You're excited at 7. You're getting ready. You're logging onto YouTube.
No, I just got back. I just got back from a trip late last night, and I still don't have my feet under me. So I apologize on getting that time wrong. 7:30. Gio says 7:30. Everybody says 7:30. Thank you, Nikki B. Thank you so much. So we will be here at 7:30 Pacific for Disney Trivia Live. And in the mornings, you can find a discussion of all things Disney by our editorial team. So with that, Becca, I will say see you next week.
Okay.